Hi, everyone. I don't even know how to start this story, but I feel like I need to share it with you. It's been a month today since my life turned upside down. Or maybe it straightened out, I'm not sure yet. I got separated. After years in a relationship that slowly consumed me, like a candle that melts until only a drop of wax is left at the end. And that's exactly how I felt when I left home. A drop of what I used to be. I literally left with nothing. 2 suitcases of clothes, some of my daughter's toys, and a courage that I didn't even know still existed inside me. I don't own a house. I don't have a steady job. I don't have a bank account that will give me security for the next month. I have a 6-year-old child who looks at me as if I were the strongest woman in the world, when in reality, inside, I feel like a house of cards about to collapse. Do you know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and for a few seconds forget where you are? It's like this every day. I wake up on my sister's couch, look over and see my daughter sleeping next to me, and then reality hits me. Wow, this is real. I really left. I really am starting over from scratch at 32. The mornings are the worst. That's when the weight of responsibility hits hardest. She wakes up wanting breakfast, wanting to watch cartoons, wanting life to be normal. And I have to pretend that everything is fine while I open my laptop and send out 10 more resumes, praying that someone, somewhere, will believe that I have professional value. Guys, you have no idea how humiliating it is to be in line at the sign at 32 years old, explaining to a 20-something attendant why you've been out of the market for so long. How painful it is to hear. But haven't you worked in the last 3 years? And having to explain that, well, I was in a situation where working wasn't an option, where every attempt at independence was seen as betrayal, where every resume I sent in secret became a reason for a fight. The scars this relationship left on me are not visible, but they are deep. Years of hearing that I was useless, that no one would hire me, that I was lucky to have someone who could put up with me. Years of believing that. And now, every interview I do, every no I receive, echoes these voices from the past whispering, "See? I told you you were useless." There are days when I wake up and can't even get out of bed. I stay there, staring at the ceiling, thinking, how am I going to cope? How am I going to pay for rent, food, school, clothes? And then my daughter comes, jumps on the bed and says, "Mommy, are you going to take me to school today?" And I think, of course I will, my love. Mommy will always take you. Because that's it, right? If it weren't for her, I think I would have given up already. There are nights when I lie down exhausted, after a whole day chasing opportunities, hearing no, coming home empty-handed, and I think, why so much struggle? But then she comes, hugs me and says, "Mommy, you are the best mother in the world." And I think, for her I will do it. For her I need to do it. What hurts me the most is the loneliness. It's not the loneliness of not having anyone to talk to. I do have some people. It's the loneliness of being the only one responsible for everything. Every decision I make affects her life too. If I choose a job that pays less but has flexible hours, or if I accept one that pays more but keeps me away from her for longer, it all falls on me. And that's scary. There are days when I sit in my sister's kitchen at 2 in the morning, making spreadsheets on my phone. How much I need to earn to rent a small apartment, how much is left for food, clothes, and her school supplies. And the numbers never add up. Something is always missing. It always seems impossible. But do you know what happened last week? I was coming back from an interview that hadn't worked out, yet another one, and I stopped at a traffic light. There was a woman at the crosswalk, holding hands with a small child. She had that look on her face as if she were coming back from work, tired, but smiling at her son. And I thought, she did it. If she did it, I can do it too. That's why I'm here talking to you. Because I know I'm not the only one. I know there are other women watching this video who have been through this, who are going through it, or who will go through it. And I really, really wanted to hear from you. How did you do it? How did you get a job after being unemployed for so long? Where did you find strength on the days when you couldn't even get out of bed? How did you explain to your children that life was going to change without scaring them? How did you deal with the guilt of having taken so long to get out? How did you stop listening to those voices from the past telling you that you wouldn't make it? I know that each story is unique, but maybe by sharing it, we can become stronger. Maybe a tip from you is exactly what I need to hear today. Maybe my story will help someone who is thinking about getting out of a similar situation. Because one thing I learned in the last month, we are much stronger than we imagine. I never thought I would be able to get out. I never thought I would have the courage to start over from scratch. But here I am, scared, tired, sometimes hopeless, but here I am. And if I manage to take this first step, the hardest of all, maybe I can take the second, and the third, and all the others that come my way. Leave your stories, your tips, your words of strength in the comments. Because today I am asking for help, but tomorrow I could be helping someone else who is starting this journey. We are not alone, and our daughters, our sons, deserve to see that we don't give up. That when life knocks us down, we get back up. We always get back up. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. And if you are going through something similar, breathe. You can do it. We can do it.